I'm making Obatzda Muffins or Obatzda cupcakes today. In Germany, we don't really make much of a difference between muffins and cupcakes. Of course, I know which one is which, but in Germany, we just call them sometimes muffins when they're cupcakes and sometimes cupcakes when they're muffins. So don't mind me calling this cupcake recipe Obatzda Muffins. They are actually more cupcakes. However, so you wonder probably what this is. It's basically a hearty cupcake or muffin with a topping of Obatzda, and that's just perfect for your Oktoberfest or for any other party. Before we take a quick look at the ingredients, you should know that the recipe is like always on my blog, where you can switch between the metric and the US customary measurements. And the link is at the very end of this video. So what you need is some baking powder, flour, green onions, oil, eggs, salt, a little bit of vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar here, paprika, milk, and salami or bacon or whatever you like to have in these muffins. I'll start with the eggs. And I'm adding the oil, the milk, the vinegar, and the salt. Then I'm mixing the baking powder with the flour. This goes on top. And then I'm mixing it in. Right, I set this aside. Then I'm cutting the green onions. Then I add this to the batter. And I'm also using about half of the salami and mix this in. You could also add some shredded cheese if you want. Then I'm adding about half a teaspoon of paprika. You could also add some herbs, but I think that the green onions give enough taste. Last year when I was in Germany, I got myself these cupcake liners in the Bavarian colors and pattern. So I'm now filling the batter into these liners. A little more than half full, like I would say 2/3. I'm then putting some of the salami on top. And the oven is currently preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. If you have a convection oven like me, you're using a little less than that. So I'm actually more like 320 degrees here. The baking time is about 25 minutes, and while this is baking and cooling afterwards, I can prepare the Obatzda. So if you're not familiar with Obatzda, it's a German cheese spread made from camembert cheese and some other ingredients. There is already a recipe for that on this channel, and you will find it here. I will also add the link at the very end of this video and below the video in the info box. And I will put this now into the oven. So while I let this cool, I want to explain you a little bit about my dress. So a lot of people refer to it as a traditional dress, which it is. It's called a Dirndl, and it has 3 parts. It's the blouse, the dress, and also the apron, which is called a Schürze. So depending on where you make the bow on your Schürze, it signals people in what state of relationship you are. So I'm a married woman, so I have the bow on the right side from my perspective. If someone wears the bow on the left side, it means that she is not tied to any person. And a bow on the back could mean that this woman is a widow. But in some areas of Austria, they're always put in the back. Also, kids always wear it in the back. And it could also be just someone who is a waitress and they also just put it in the back. Then the last option is to put it in the center of the front, which could mean that this woman is a virgin, but most of the time it just means it's none of your business in what relationship she is. So that's the thing about the Schürze. The muffins are cool now. Now I'm decorating this with the Obatzda that I've prepared in the meantime. Okay, so what's next? I'll put some pretzels into each of these and a slice of a radish. A little bit of chives. And finally, some decoration for the Oktoberfest. You can, by the way, find printables for your Oktoberfest party on my Etsy shop, and the link is in the info box underneath this video. So this is the finished product, the Obatzda Muffins, and I think they look just adorable. I hope you liked this video. If you did, like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Please pay attention to the donation button underneath. If you want to support my videos, I appreciate every donation to buy ingredients and the technical equipment to make these videos. Thank you for watching and thank you for being part of my German food community.